Welcome to Fallout 76. This is Jim. In this video, we're going to take a look at completing daily challenges for today, Friday, April 25th, 2025. Let's take a look at it and see what we got for today. Alright, we get some good ones here. Many videos on my channel that'll help you guys out with different ideas, different locations, easy areas, hard areas over there if you're a brand spanking new player to the game. A returning player, even if you're an experienced player, this particular daily, weekly challenge is giving you a hard time or trouble. I'll show you find a video on my channel that'll help you. I try to keep my videos as updated as I possibly can. Of course, you guys are awesome with great comments and tips are greatly appreciated. If you do wondering why I have a little more score than you, take a look at the top right hand corner of the screen. I have a 25% boost. Of course, I claimed that 25% right off the current Season 20 Season Pass on 3 pages, a 5%, 10%, additional 10%. Of course, you can claim that by being a Fallout First member or by paying the 1,500 atoms for the Season Pass. I did re-roll one of the daily challenges. It was to complete a daily ops while in a team, and I got this one here instead. Kill a Scorched 10. Definitely take that bad boy. Let's go ahead and track him. Alright, let's take a look here. Scrap junk to produce acid 5. So acid is a junk item, in which we can use the bulk and scrap method at a Tinker's Workbench. Let's go to a Tinker's Workbench here in our camp. Of course, any Tinker's Workbench will do. Let's go ahead and go craft. Go down to bulk. As you can see there, to bulk 1 acid, you need 2 plastic and 15 waste acid from your stash or scrap box. You go ahead and you bulk your 1 acid and you scrap it. It's hands down the fastest, quickest, easiest way to complete this daily challenge. I know it's the lazy way, but it's definitely the way to do it if you're short on time, or if you just want to get things done quick and easy. The bulk and scrap method is where it's at. Now we can find acid in many great spots in and around the wasteland. We do have something here, a camp resource that will passively collect acid for us. It is right here. It is the Butterfly Sanctuary. I believe it is in the atomic shop here. There's another variation. This is the OG one, is the very first one they had. The other variation, the newer variation, is a Mothman Moth Sanctuary, but essentially it does the same thing. It collects 10 waste acid while you play the game. Of course, you can only have 1 in your camp at a time, so just an FYI, a real nice camp resource to have to give you some acid. Of course, we all need acid here in the game. Okay, snallygasters are a good source of acid. The industrial solvents that we can find in bathrooms and are also good for acid as well. I find fertilizer good for acid, like bags of fertilizer. But one of the best ways to get acid here in the game is bags of chlorine. And it's right here at Silva Homestead. So let's pop over here today. And of course, if you go after floaters, the little pus sacks they have on them, if you scrap those pus sacks, they also give you acid as well. So there's a lot of bags of chlorine right up here at this red barn. And of course, this is a site for an event that pops in once in a while. It's called Project Beanstalk. Okay, so we can just kind of go inside here. As you can see, there's our bags of chlorine. Let's go ahead and grab one of those bad boys. To go under item, and then check. As you can see, 1 bag of chlorine gives us 3 acid each. So it is hands down one of the best ways to get acid. Nice little neutral area here in the forest. So we'll just pick up a couple bags here. It's all that we need. Alright, so we're going to run down towards this kind of garage down here. There will be a couple rad roaches around, so let's hop our weapon out here. Nice. Oh. There's that little bugger. Take that. Let's go ahead and scrap these bags of chlorine here. There we go. Scrap trying to produce acid 5 for 5. Really only needed 2 of them. So that is pretty awesome. Nice, quick, and easy. And coolant. Let's take that coolant. For some reason, I'm thinking coolant does the same thing. Yeah, look at that coolant. That coolant bottle gives us 2 acid there as well. As you can see, 2 acid, plastic, and rubber. That's pretty cool. Cool for coolant. There's actually 2 of them right here. Nice. Nice. I kind of thought so. All right. Yeah, real good spot here. Let's see what's next. Alright, let's take that coolant. Let's take that coolant bottle. Gives us 2 acid, plastic, and rubber. That's pretty cool. Cool for coolant. There's actually 2 of them right here. Nice. Nice. I kind of thought so. All right. Yeah, real good spot here. Let's see what's next. plant a crop in a workshop or camp 5. All right, so you can go ahead and claim any workshop on the map will do. And once when you claim that workshop, you can go ahead and plant your crop. And as long as you have crops on you, of course, you can always plant them in your camp, whatever you want to do there as well. I always recommend to people, if you're looking for crops in your camp, I always recommend razor grain and corn. And razor grain and corn can satisfy so many daily, weekly challenges here. Harvest, plant, eat a vegetable. You can use corn and razor grain to craft fermentable beer at a brewing station. And again, like I would say, at least half a dozen at the very least half a dozen daily, weekly challenges. This is how I having corn and razor grain in your camp, or even having one of your camps dedicated to some crops. All right, so just a suggestion anyway, if you're a brand new player to the game. And of course, a great spot for crops. If you happen to have crops already in your camp, you can definitely harvest those and go ahead and plant away. I want to show you some pretty good spots here. We're up here, Aaronhold Homestead, right in the field, right here in Cobbleton Farm, right at Silva Homestead, right where we're at. Again, all kinds of corn we went through. Billings Homestead, right to the south of us here. Pretty good spot there for razor grain. Right around the corner from Big Al's Tattoo Parlor under the overpass, we have that red barn there. A little bit of corn and razor grain there as well. Out behind the General Steakhouse, a lot of different corn, razor grain, and I believe tato plants out there, or tato plants. And right down here, there's a lot of unmarked farms here in this little roadway here, so you can always check down there as well. So I might as well just kind of stick it here to the corn, and I'm just going to kind of add this in. If you are anytime looking to harvest any type of flora for daily, weekly challenges, or if you're a herbivore, there's a perk card that will help you out. Is under perception. It's called Green Thumb. We've twice as much been harvesting flora, but even as a carnivore like myself, I find this card a huge time saver for me doing daily, weekly challenges. So this is a card you definitely do not throw out. So instead of 1, you pick up 2. As you can see here in the top left-hand corner, you can see 2 are being added. It just saves you a little bit of time, and it really helps out if you're on a public server with other people. Let's say if all you have is a couple of crops around, it definitely most bang for your buck there. Saves you a whack of time. All right, there we go. We got our corn. Let's just head back to our camp, and we're going to plant this corn at our camp. And again, if you're a person that already has crops in your camp, and again, if they are the ones that you can build, of course, you can go ahead and harvest those and replant them if you so wish. All right, so it's a little fine little patch here. Let's go to our build menu. There we go. Let's say we must have all kinds of room here. Let's go down here to the food section. There. And there's our corn. Now, of course, we will need fertilizer. But fertilizer is something that a lot of us probably have a lot of, more than you probably think. All right. Let's go ahead and plant a couple here. Now, let's say you're a person who got really unlucky and you were unable to grab a lot of corn. Let's say you were only able to grab 1 corn or 1 razor grain or tato plant, whatever. Okay. And you're thinking to yourself, I'm not going to have enough corn to do this. All right. So all you need to do in that case is go ahead and build your corn. And then when you scrap, as you can see, you get a corn back. And all you do is just rebuild it again and scrap it. And then build again, and etc. to satisfy the daily, weekly challenge. Even if you had a weekly challenge for 25, just gonna do it 25 times, right? So again, that's just a suggestion. What I would do, all you really need is 1 corn to complete this daily, weekly challenge, okay? Let's see what's next. Collect a board game 1. Okay, good stuff. So we do have a camp resource yet again that will not passively collect board games while you play the game. It's right in here. Go way through this little maze I have going on here. It's this bad boy right here that is games cupboard. So we get this one here, I would say maybe midsummer, maybe late summer of 2024. It's this games cupboard, and it is in the Atomic Shop rotation. A lot of people bought it just for the pure looks of it, because it looks absolutely fantastic. with this one here, but it just passively collects board games while you play the game, and it's pretty awesome. Nice little camp resource there. It looks absolutely fantastic there. And again, you can check out that video I made on that bad boy there last year. But again, if you have this, just pull out a board game from there, you're good to go. Yeah, if you do come across other videos here on my channel, I made a bunch of them early in 2023 when I first started making videos, and you'll come across some really short videos. I would say they're maybe about 2, maybe 3 minutes at the very longest, just so I can show you where they're at. But each video is very short. I show you where you find board games all around the wasteland. Just to be word for warning, the audio is a little rough on it because I'm using my old equipment back then. But again, the information is still pretty solid, okay? So board games we can find in many great spots. Right here, WV Lumber & Co. Right here at Blue Ridge Bunkhouse. Settlers Ridge. Right over here, Fraternity Row at the Pie House and the Etta Side House, and with the blue door with the Nuka-Cola bedroom downstairs. Helvetia in that bluish house right across the street from the other house on the main road. You head upstairs, a couple board games there. The Overseer's home, even the Overseer's childhood home. So when you spawn here, you actually spawn a little bit further down. You look to the west, you see the little small blue house there. That's the Overseer's childhood home. Again, lots of board games in there, surprisingly. Right over here, the Retreat. Nice little other neutral area here in the game. And of course, in White Springs, if you head to the main entrance here, the front door entrance, this icon right here, you go all the way down the end towards the manager's office area. And there's some pool tables that are there. There's also a bunch of board games there as well. Now, some of the board games you cannot pick up, so just an FYI. And right here, Big Al's Tattoo Parlor. As soon as you enter in that place, there's a bunch of board games in there as well, right on the main floor. All right, so all kinds of great options there. I'm sure there's many more as well, but that's just a little suggestion. So let's pop over here to the Blue Ridge Bunkhouse here. Of course, nice part of the forest, fairly close to Falls 76, which is a free fast travel. Right now, these board games will be right upstairs here.
Maybe later.
Oh, excuse me.
More ghouls lately.
Right in here, just like that. We're just going to grab one of them here. There we go. Let the board game 1 for 1, just like that. And as you can see, there's 3 of them there. Pretty good little spot. All right, let's see what's next here. All right, let's go ahead and kill a Scorched 10. All right, so many great spots we can find Scorched in and around the wasteland. I do have videos here on the channel. They are called locations for festive Scorched, locations for spooky Scorched. And even though it's not that time of year we're looking for them, they still bring you to about 1921 locations on the map looking for Scorched. Just in case if you get up on a really bad, busy server, and everywhere you go, everywhere, and there could be all, cleaned right out. It's definitely happened to me before. But you can always utilize those timestamps in those videos. So we have good old Camden Park here. Site and Power Station PX1. Good old Tyler County Fairgrounds. Wavy Wilderness Water Park. Palace of the Winding Path. Those are very popular spots right there.
I'm all out of water.
Right here at Morgantown Airport, at the airport itself, inside and outside. And if you spawn in that event called Collision Course, again, more Scorched will come.
Thought you were feral for a second.
Right around Morgantown High School, inside and outside as well. Right down here through Sutton. Somerville's Docks, Somerville's Dam. Inside the map here, we do have a couple great spots. We have the Fort Defiance on the outside. Right up here, the Rangers District Office, pretty good spot there as well. Just to name a couple, right? So those are some great spots. And again, if you are having trouble trying to find Scorched, or every server you go on, it doesn't matter where you go, they're already dead or taken care of, you can utilize those videos I have here on the channel.
Sorry, no time to chat.
All right, so let's go ahead here, Jim. Let's go to a good spot. Let's go to Somerville's Docks here. We haven't been down here in a little while, so why not? Again, you can make this as easy or as hard as you want, depending on how much time you have, basically. Alright, let's go. We're going to lock and load. If you have a couple grenades on you, by all means, you can do it that way as well. It's not real picky and what you can use. Oh, I'm being followed. Yeah. Kind of thought I was. Let's see, what is that little noise behind me? Little rat pop. Just a little pop, just a little guy. He's just a little guy. As you can see, I'm still kind of tracking that Appalachian Outlaw event challenges there. So I'm a little bit past halfway on that. I know some of you had mentioned when we got this on this past Tuesday, we did have to kill quite a few enemies for our daily weekly challenges. So you guys put the pack on and did it that way and got, you know, several hundred, which is the way to do it for sure. And I mentioned that in the video. You know, why don't you do it this way? Definitely that ballistic fiber, and definitely the way to do it for sure. Whoa. Let that go to waste, Jim. How you doing? Oh, lock and load, Jimmy boy. Nice. Alright, so we do need a couple more. Let's head over to the dam here. It would be perfect. There would be 10 here, but unfortunately there's only about 7 or 8 on a good day. Lock and load in the meantime here. There we go. Get the guy on the other side there too. Huh. Oh, this. He slipped by us a little bit there. Nice. Yeah, it's a great spot here. We're in danger. Oh, we got a little cover above us too, don't we? Let's get up here real quick. Oh. Alright, let's see what's next. Let's go ahead and kill Feral Ghoul 10. So again, many great spots we can find Feral Ghouls in around the wasteland. The upper lower park lot just west of Vault 76 will have at least 7. And a little bit further down past the donation box will be 3 more down here. So again, great spot for 10 of them. About 5 of them here in Alpine River Cabins, Eastern Regional Penitentiary, the lower section of Clarksburg going over the Clarksburg Shooting Club. Just walking around Morgantown in general, right around the roadways, come across little patches of 4 to 5 ghouls, possibly 6 every block and a half. It's a pretty good little spot there, just walking the roads there. Pretty big town here in the game. We have Charleston Capitol Building, the level 50 building. Right here in good old Lewisburg, just to name a couple of great spots. Again, anywhere in around the White Springs area and the White Springs Golf Club. Find some ghouls just kind of wandering around. A good spot there as well. Alright, let's take a look here. Where are we going to go here today, Jim? Let's go to the streets of Morgantown. Let's go to the Morgantown High School here. Start our journey here. Shouldn't take too long. Now again, the high school will have a Scorched around it. But we're just going to walk out this way towards the main road to get the ghouls, okay? You'll come across these ghouls. They'll be kind of laying on the ground. As you get closer, they'll kind of pop themselves up. the old chain effect. See how that works? I'm shooting at that guy and he's moving around there. I love it. Just love this weapon so much. So much fun. So cool. That was so cool to see too. Yeah, that fancy silver brush got some silver in it. So let's grab that. So again, you don't have to go in there because you can go in there if you want, but just be a bunch of scorched in there. So we're gonna run further down the road here. There'll be another patch of ghouls right past that truck. Make sure we're lock and loaded, Jimmy boy. It's funny, he went back to go past this little thing instead of running down and go through this one. That's so funny. Oh, boys, holy mackerel. He's coming in hot, isn't he? Wow. Good for him. All right, great spot for ghouls. And again, you can just kind of continue on wandering these roads, and even that little aerial there, or the, I think it's a little trolley or something. You actually go to Morgantown in real life. It's what satisfies the university. And the university kids there kind of go along there, and little trolley rides or trains, whatever you want to call them. All right, let's take a look here. Go Lost 5. So again, we can only find Lost in one spot here in the game. Hit the right button here, Jimmy boy. Right down here in Skyline Valley region. Okay, now just kind of wandering about, we can find little patches of Lost, like about 3 of them. But you can also find other enemies there as well. Right here, Dark Hollow Banner is a pretty good guaranteed spot all around the outside, around those ravine areas. You can check out those areas there. Right here, the trading post. So now this is a free fast travel once when you discover it. But if you head to the south, right about here, there'll be 3 of them that are making their way up the hill every single time. All right. And if you come here to the Summermill Motel, but you don't go to the motel itself, you go across the street to the Red Rocket, and there'll be 5 of them there. Now, just keep it in mind, there are different types of Lost in the game. If you come across what's called a feral Lost, they will not count as Kill a Lost daily weekly challenge, okay? Because they're feral, right? So just an FYI there. Let's just make our way here to the Dark Hollow Manor, because we will definitely find quite a few of them there. Of course, it'll just be the outside. Now, this is a pretty dark area, even if I have my little light on, so I apologize for that. These guys are pretty tanky, and I don't want them to be detected. As you can see that, these guys are really tanky as compared to many other enemies in here in game. And they're a little on the dramatic side, of course. If you're having a hard time trying to spot them out, just kind of use your VATS to kind of pinpoint them. And if you're a person that goes free game all the time, you know, there's no harm going VATS just to kind of pinpoint to where they are, just going to help yourself. Watch out for the lightning that's here as well. Lightning will stun you a little bit and push you back. Oh. Again, it's always good to kind of check these little ravine areas. Where's this other guy at? You can hear them. It's really, really creepy. Yeah, I don't know where you're coming from, actually. he's way over there. Oh, so you see how the guy sees it says feral? So he will not count as a lost, okay? So make sure you take a quick point of that. Oh, there's a boy there. There we go. Done just like that, sweet. Alright. Let's see what's next here. Buy an item from or sell an item to another player. What? Alright. So let's go ahead. We're going to move on to a different server here. A little public one. Other people. Here's Jimmy and the Gym Bros, ready to go to the gym. Pump some iron. That's quite the picture, isn't it? Two guys that actually look like they go to a gym. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Where are we at here? Just make sure we have other people here on the map with us. There we go. Alright. Buy an item from or sell an item to another player. 1. So you can go ahead and wait for someone to come to your camp and buy something from your vendor, but let's just face it, sometimes they could take forever. You're just better off to go and buy something from another player's camp, okay? Now, it doesn't matter what you buy as long as it's at least 1 cap, okay? So I do come across the odd person that sells things like ammo or etc. for 0 caps. That will not count. It's going to cost you at least 1 cap for it to count, okay? And what I usually recommend to people, again, it's up to you, is find a camp that sells a lot of ammo, all right? Let's go ahead here. Now, of course, we're looking for the camps, like this one here. It has the little V for vendor. Those are the camps that we're looking for. So this guy's got a little bit of ammo on him. Let's check this guy here. Lots of ammo. So let's pop up to this guy's camp here. Or this person's camp, I should say. And again, it's really up to you. If you want to buy the most expensive thing here on the map, it's up to you what you want to do. But just a suggestion, it doesn't have to be. Alright, let's go to his vendor here. Go down to the ammo section, wait for it to pop in there. There we go. So we do get some rounds there. So I do use AB rounds here. So let's go ahead. We're just going to buy 1 just to show you how it counts. It costs us 1 cap. There we go. Buy an item from or sell an item to another player 1 for 1. Now I know it's really cheesy, but most people have been playing the game for a while. When they see that, do understand that, you know, you're just doing the daily, weekly challenge, all right? But I'm just going to buy all of them just because I can, just to make it less cheesy and to make him less angry at me. What else does he have there? I'll buy these 2. Sure. Huh. Bunch of recipes here. Oh, wow. Get some good recipes there. Interesting. All right. All right, let's head back to our camp here. Impulse buy, Jim. Impulse buy, buddy. So funny. All right. So I think we're done. Let's take a look here one last time. We are just like that, nice and simple and easy here. Give you guys many great options for your daily, weekly challenges. Let's take a look at Weapon of the Day, shall we? Anti-armor Presidential Tactical Tesla Rifle. Plus 50% armor penetration. Plus 50% chance to hit a target in VATS. Minus 25% action point cost is anti-armor VATS enhanced VATS optimized. Semiotic barrel. Reflex sight. And of course presidential paint. 129 electrical damage, 15 capacity, takes fusion cell, and is single fire. And it's probably one of my most favorite weapons to use here in the game. It is very powerful. It's fun to use. You know, you have that little chain lightning effect. It kind of spreads around to other enemies around it, kind of thing. It really drains them. It's you see them kind of twitching a little bit at the end. It's a very awesome, very satisfying weapon to use. If you never ever use a Tesla rifle, even just a plain regular one, You owe it to yourself to at least try it out. Seriously. Sounds like someone's destroying my camp on the outside there. Yeah, right on. Just a regular rifleman build here. Perception, we have rifleman, excuse me. Expert rifleman, master rifleman, all maxed out. Tank killer, concentrated fire, arms of steel, arms keeper, bandolier, fireproof, suppressor, tenderizer, covert operative, evasive, white knight, adrenaline. These are random luck cards which randomly pop in when they're being activated. Legendary perk cards, these don't change for me, they stay the same, and as you can see, I'm very happy with them, and they're all maxed out. Nice. Yeah, so there you guys go. If you enjoyed the video, please like, subscribe, and share when you have the chance. It really helps me out. I'd like to thank my channel members, Artistically Arranged, Michael Edwards, Nigel Wiffen, Heather, Whitetribe, Mr. Shelton, Drake Stamps, Not Me But Me, Yes Me That's Me, Drew, Andrew, Demon, Confoundedbridge, Ben Durant, John, DJ59, Picquerist, Benny Bunny, Gwen Trutnau, Tony Watson. Thank you all so very much, and I hope you all have a nice day.